You see, the problem that I've got in this space is that that back wall reflects sound just a little bit. I've got blankets kind of around the room, but that back wall kind of bothers me a little bit because it's flat and it makes it kind of quite echoey in here. Let's go wide, hold on. So you can kind of see the space a little bit more. So I want to change this back wall and I've got an idea of how I'm going to do it. A common thing to do is to kind of get this slat wall stuff that comes in panels, and you put those panels on the wall and they fit together perfectly and they give you good acoustic treatment and it looks really cool. The trouble is these things are really, really expensive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get a few packs of battens. I'm going to use my planer, I'm going to plane them and I'm going to stick them to the wall. So I'm going to say that's basically 3 meters. Now the battens come in packs of 10 and they're 4.8 meters long. My ceiling is 260. Now because that's nearly half, I think I'm actually not going to quite go to the top because I can save, you know, I can make this half the price, so almost 80 quid in timber. Timber's really expensive at the moment if you didn't know. And if I can get this done for half the price, that'd be really good. Pretty good news. I came down to, put it in the back of the van, these big 4.8 bits of timber, but they're big flatbed trucks coming up, so I'll throw it on there. So that's all the like flat edges done. I got to do the shorter edge now. That took a little while and pretty tiring and pretty noisy. And it's also worth pointing out to, people out there through the camera that you can buy planed battens. I'm not crazy, you don't have to plane them. It's just that there's none locally and I have access to reasonably cheap sawn battens. I can't be bothered to order them off the internet and have to be in for it to arrive. So I just did it that way. And now I'm gonna move all this stuff from behind and we're gonna nail them to the wall. There's actually something pretty cool about just this, having it really minimal, but it's a kind of a clue as to what it might look like once we're finished. The interiors photographer in me is getting really triggered by this, the camera not being straight and the vertical lines being off. But anyway, let's put the wall up. So this is the new backdrop, at least for now. I'm pretty chuffed with how it came out. I know you can't quite see it because it's out of focus. I'm gonna swap the lens over in a minute to see which one you prefer. But the same thing in kind of the expensive and very lovely, I will say, paneling that you can get off of the internet from these companies. That would have cost about 5, 6, maybe 700 quid at the cheapest that I could find it for the same kind of amount, which is about $700 or $800 or something like that. Now I'm not suggesting that everyone has the tools available and that you should go out and buy some building materials and turn it into a nice backdrop, but what I am doing is trying to take you on the journey and just showing you what I'm doing because I get a lot of questions about it and I do like to share this side of the journey as well as all of the other stuff on this channel. Now one thing I wish I had done, if you look here you can see the spacing between the panels is even. It's the same size of a batten. I wish I had gone on the short side and spaced them that way. I would have needed more battens, but I think it would have looked better and it would have looked more similar to those panels that you can get off of the internet. All the other stuff I have back here is everything that I had before, which is these, on this side I've got these We-Lite K21, which is really good. And then over here I have down there and some more of these. I've got a Ulanzi VL110. They're on each side. These are actually cool because you can clip them together and make a bar out of it. These are all gifted. I will leave a link in the description if anybody wants to take a look at those. There's a Godox SL60W up here, just shining down on the back. So it's a Godox SL100 and a Godox SRQR, hold on. QRP70 softbox that I've got over here. Pretty good, pretty affordable. Again, it was gifted a long while ago and I never really talked about it, so now I am. But that's what's been powering my kind of lighting setup over the past 6 months to a year. The reason I'm telling you all this is because when I'm researching backdrop stuff and information about backdrops on YouTube, there isn't a huge amount of information out there, especially practical information that's actually really useful. That's funny, that little bloom there, isn't it? Now the big question is, do you like this lens, or I'm tempted to shoot with the 16-35, which is only f4, so you can see the background a bit better, but I can also go super wide like this so you can see the whole space, and I might paint these walls sort of a dark blue as well. Not sure, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.